Hey, welcome to the Toolshed. Man, we're glad you stopped by. I'm hanging out with my buddy Eddie McFarlane in the Toolshed. Good morning, Eddie.
It's a wonderful day in the shed.
It's a good day to be a Scotsman.
Every day.
Hey, this beautiful, one-of-a-kind Toolshed is brought to you by Schedule Engine. If you don't know anything about Schedule Engine, you should probably check it out. Like, less headaches, book more calls, a suite of services. You're going to love it. Lots of contractors, and I mean lots of contractors are signing up with us. And so, hey, we're excited about that. Our good friends at Emerson are sponsoring this episode, and you know, they're just good people. We're excited about the partnership with them again in season 2. We're hoping that Don Gillis may come down and give us that talk with the radio voice again.
He's got it.
I was going to do my radio voice here. Can I start over?
I think we're good. Let's keep rolling.
Hey.
I don't have a radio voice, but my mom told me I got a face for radio, so that's pretty good.
Hey, Eddie's mom.
Hey, so listen, it's Wednesday, and we've got what we're calling a deep dive. So if you watched yesterday's episode, what it was all about was the system. If you haven't, feel free to go watch it. It's a whole meeting in a can. You can hit play, and there's safety topics in there. There's stuff for apprentices, but it was all about having a system. And so today we're going to just do a little bit more of a deep dive in this episode. We're going to show some exercises. You can use those with your team if you like, or maybe help you understand the topic just a little bit more. So whether you're a technician just trying to get a little bit better every day, this is going to be good for you. If you're a team lead looking for an exercise to build your team around, this is good. But it's your episode that just goes a little bit deeper. This week we're talking about systems. So remind us, Jerry, what were the 5 steps in the system? Yeah, so,
hey, and this may be the oldest drink container that I've ever seen, but that's cool. You're going to love this exercise that he's going to share with y'all today. So our system, it's a good system. That's what we call it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it's not great. We're not gurus. Like, we're not going to stand here in the tool shed and say, you got to use our system because everybody else's system sucks. No. Like, we're not going to do that. No. Like, there's lots of good systems out there. Ours just really simple and easy to keep in your mind.
And the price is right.
And the price is really good, right? So you get ready for the call.
Step 1.
You say hello.
Step 2.
You discover the facts.
Step 3.
You share that information with the homeowner. You share solutions.
Number 4.
And then you get a review.
So that's it, right? It's just start to end, have a system, and most importantly, the only thing better than having a system is using a system. So once you have it, make sure you use it.
There was almost an opportunity for me to draw one of my circles there. Let's see how good that one turned. Oh, that was horrible. Look at that.
If by circle you mean egg, you nailed it. Well done. We'll try and get like some Steven Spielberg type special effects to circleize that thing for you. That circle needs to be put out of its misery. That was horrible. Okay.
Is that pointing the right way? He's going to do the exercise here.
All right. So what I've got here, this is just a conversation that we had with our team, and it's all about discovering things for ourselves. So as a person, I'm much more likely to do something if I understand it. And sometimes in business, we go to a conference and we read a book and we talk a lot about stuff, but it never really connects with people. You talk about these aha moments. So this is just sort of how we think about a system. And picture this with me. Jerry, the Carolinas, summer, humid. You've maybe done some of that famous yard work. It's hot. You want a nice, refreshing beverage. What would be your beverage of choice?
Right after my yoga workout.
Absolutely, yes. Your downward dogs.
Beverage of choice.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Other than water?
Other than water.
I'll go with the Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew. So, you want one, and let's say, hypothetically, if you got a case or whatever they come in, and only half of them were Diet Mountain Dew, how happy would you be?
Not happy.
All right. That's a simple concept, and you're like, Eddie, you're a rocket scientist, can't believe it. There's, you know, Werner von Braun, and then you're both like crushing life. What's the point, Eddie? So here's the thing. When we think about this, if we had a nice, refreshing Mountain Dew, very old Mountain Dew, this is called Dew Shine because it's from the mountains, I guess. And we had another one because the first one was so good. And then we went to have a third one. We're like, oh man, I may as well finish the case. And then all of a sudden, we got this. Well, that would be an issue, right? We just talked about it. And you might say, well, that's not okay. And I could easily say, fizzy sugar water, I'll give you diabetes. What's your point? Like, you know, a ton of calories. It's you know, it's basically. I mean, look, it's almost there's the same amount. They both got screwed. It's close.
It's close, but I don't like Dr. Pepper. Here's
the thing. Now let's picture this. You're a customer, you're a homeowner, and you notice that your water heater isn't keeping up. So you call a plumber. That plumber shows up, nice, clean truck, uniform. Walks up to the door. He's got a fantastic wave that he saw on the internet. Crushes the Jerry wave. You're like, I like this cat. He goes down, comes up. Mrs. Smith, would you like to know what I found, what it'll take to fix it, and all the costs involved? Don't worry, I've got some options, and when we're done, you're going to be in control. You can tell me what to do. You're like, oh my gosh, this is like sliced bread. This is awesome. And you have a good experience. And one of the things that he shares is that, hey, by the way, while I was down there, I noticed that you have an old heating and cooling system. I checked the service tag. It hasn't been done. Just so you know, our company does that, and we'd be happy to take a look at that, make sure you're ready for the upcoming season. And you're thinking to yourself,
heck yeah.
I deserve that.
Yeah.
And so, lo and behold, Johnny Service cat comes. Beautiful truck. He's out. Lickety split, he's at your front door. He's got that same killer wave. You're starting to think, man, I could get used to this.
All these folks are the same.
Yeah, I could get used to this. This is like all of a sudden, there's integrity. You don't have to, like back home we have this saying that if you have to tell people you're famous, it's not working. It's the same here. If you have to tell people you're professional, it's probably not working. So it comes up, same thing, Mrs. Smith. I've done a thorough evaluation, and I'll be happy to do whatever you want, but I feel like we probably should have a conversation. Do you mind if we, my friend showed me how to draw a circle. Here's everything that's going on. One of these options is it may be best for you to look at having your system, at least getting a budget together for replacement. You go, you know what, this has been great. You guys have been great. I feel really good about that. Maybe you've got a sales team that comes out. He's got a little wrap thing, kind of the same, out. Crushed Jerry wave, treating you with respect. There's a system. They clearly know what they're doing. You're feeling like you're in good hands. And then, lo and behold, you decide to do something, and then that cat shows up the last day. Sits in his truck while he's finishing a call. Maybe, yeah, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just not getting out of the truck. And you know what? He kind of thinks waving's dumb. That's for those internet cooks that haven't run a call in 20 years, right? Like, I get it. Like, it's just not his bag. And that's okay. But all of a sudden, we've got this disconnect. And so when we talk about systems, the power of a system is consistency. What you're doing is you're unlocking the potential of your team. And whether this is the first time in that house, you actually get to leverage all of the past experiences with your organization, with your teammates, whether it's the person that answered the phone and greeted you in a calm, nice, professional, paced, intentional message, whether it's the tech that came out and picked up the newspaper and waved, and then it's, you know, the plumber. When you have a system, it works. Now, of all of these people, which one do you think is going to get the price objection? Which one of these people is going to get the, yeah, let me talk it over, right? What do you think about that, Jeff? Are we crazy?
No, I love that. Like, hey, man, you're so good.
Well,
like, I love this. Let's just think about this. Like, if you can market this, like a lot of people ask us, like, hey, what are all the really good companies doing that we could do? Like, what are the good people do? And some of it's marketing, but what they do is they market their message. And their message is, we're going to send really good people out, and you're going to love our people, and they're all going to be the same.
Right on. Right on.
And that experience relates to that customer, and they want the consistency is the key. Like, that's the key to having a system, running the play, doing the same thing, because that customer, it makes them feel calm and comforted, that they know what to expect. And, you know, they'll say, all your people are the same.
You're so nice. Where do you find your people? What you talk about, like, the power of this is alignment. Everybody, like you talk about the huddle, like this is the huddle. If we had a huddle, I've never been in a huddle, but I imagine this is what it's like. I'm guessing we're putting our heads together and you're saying something like habada, 52, whatever, and that means something, right? It means we're going to go out and we're going to run this play. Now, if everybody broke from that huddle and these cats went and run a play and then this cat
ran left.
Like, we would look at our TV and we'd yell things. We'd be like, you're an idiot. So here's the power of a system when it comes to teams, because you get to make each other's job easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get to make everybody's team easier. Now, I've been doing this long enough that right about now, there's some people that are going, yeah, this is good. These other guys need a system. I mean, I've been doing this for years, but I'm really glad these other cats are getting a system because, man, I got to tell you, these are rookies, kids these days. Yeah, give them a system. I'm good, though. Don't make me wave. And when we talk about this, the simple act of going to a grocery store or a beverage dispenser and getting your favorite beverage takes agreement. Everybody in that factory has to agree that we're going to put this much liquid in. We're going to leave this much. The bottle's always going to look like this. It's always going to taste like this. Nobody at that factory floor gets to say, you know what, this is good for you Mountain Dew guys, but you probably don't know this. I used to work at the Dr. Pepper factory for 20 years, kind of crush, a bit of a legend, named the break room after me. I kind of know what I'm doing, so it's good. You guys think the do right. You go do your thing. I'm good. And when we talk about it like that, yeah, we would never get away with that. And yet somehow in our own organization, in our own teams, and maybe if we're honest with ourselves, at times we're kind of like the Dr. Pepper guy. We're kind of like, I like to do my own thing, and no, I get it, and I've been at the class, and you know, it's good, you've read a book, and now you want us to wait, I got it. But really, it's not just us we're letting down, it's not just our customer, it's our whole team.
Yeah. This guy's got to be honest, this person has to be honest with themselves.
Right on.
And say, maybe he is talking about me a little bit. Maybe, like, I don't get out of the truck as soon as I pull up. Maybe, like, I don't do the Jerry way because that makes no sense to me. Maybe I don't, like, give them a bunch of options. I just tell them what's wrong, and they always do the repair. Yeah, and you're back out there 3 months later doing another repair, and the customer's really upset because you could have caught that on the first repair.
Right on.
Right.
And hear me, you can be the Dr. Pepper cat and have a great career. Perhaps, though, just perhaps, if you're part of a team, you need to put the team jersey on. If your favorite team went out and Clemson Tigers,
he gets a point deducted for saying that.
All of those cats go out in the field and there's one guy who's the rivals of the Clemson Tigers.
We don't really have any rivals.
Unrivaled.
We'll call it Ohio State.
Okay, and one of those cats wore an Ohio State jersey. That would be ridiculous. And yet, as a team of individuals, we can all be our unique little snowflake self, but if we're on the team, we're wearing the uniform, and we're in the huddle, when it comes time to play,
you got to run the play we called.
You got to play the team. Otherwise,
run the play we called.
That's
whatever
it.
that play is. Like, hey.
And if you have a problem, talk to. Don't just be on the team and be an island, right? Because it's not fair to everybody else on the team. It's not fair to your customers, and ultimately, I would argue, it's not fair to yourself. So that's it.
That's
Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Have a system. What do you think?
Run the play.
Run the play?
Yeah, run
like
the play. Call the play in the huddle. You know, like a lot of teams, like when they huddle, you'll see like grown men holding hands.
Are we okay?
We're not going to hold hands.
Okay.
But grown men holding hands because they're saying we're a team.
We're on this.
And we're going to go further as a team. Like if you want to go fast, you can go by yourself.
Yeah.
Right, but if you want to go far, you got to go with a team. Like there's like nobody that's going to come to the Toolshed on Fridays. Our friends on Fridays.
Yep.
None of those people are going to say, "I did it all by myself."
Yeah.
Not one of them are going to say that.
Carried the entire team on my back.
If it wasn't for me, we would have never survived. None of them are going to say that.
You know what? There's a humility to being in a team, and sometimes being on a team means doing things slightly different, maybe not necessarily the way you would do them, but if you're part of the team, you're part of the team.
That's right.
Right. All right, that's it. So listen, today, think about, are you a Mountain Dew or are you a Dr. Pepper? And it's fine, just make sure you're the same as the rest of your team. I want to give a special thank you to our friends at Schedule Engine for allowing us to take time to help you and bring these exercises and stories and learnings together, and also the wonderful team at Emerson who is so supportive of us, and they just take really good care of the industry, and they're always watching out for us. Jerry, if you would allow to take us out.
Hey, thanks for joining us at the Toolshed today. Go to that YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. You get 7 years of good luck if you do that. Join the Facebook group, tell your friends about it. Come back to the Toolshed tomorrow. We'll be doing this again.
All right.
Hey, be good so you can do good. Have a great day.
Peace.
See ya.